Hi, I'm Michael Strassmaier from the Management Operations 590 course at Washington State University. Peter Curran and I will be presenting a current assessment of Caterpillar Incorporated, and we will provide a strategic recommendation for the company to the board. In review of Caterpillar's history, we found that the roots of the company date back to the steam tractors of the 1890s. These pieces of equipment were extremely heavy, sometimes weighing in at 1,000 pounds per horsepower, used in farming and often sank into the rich, soft soil. The first attempt to fix the problem was to try and increase the size and the width of the wheels, up to 7.5 feet tall and as much as 6 feet wide. Benjamin Holt thought of wrapping planks around the wheels. He then replaced the wheels on an early Holt steamer tractor with a set of wooden tracks bolted to chains. A company photographer observed that the tractor crawled like a caterpillar, and thus Holt settled on this name for his new tractor. Holt received the first patent for a practical continuous track for use on a tractor in 1907. In 1925, the Best and Holt tractor companies were struggling post-war and decided to merge, forming Caterpillar Incorporated. Caterpillar continued to grow its company, and in 1929 it had generated revenues of $52.8 million. World War II helped with company growth, and the construction boom after World War II enabled Caterpillar to expand into a major multinational corporation. Today, Caterpillar has its product line divided into three principal lines of business, including machinery, engines, and financial products. It reports its financial using 5 business segments that include construction industry, resource industries, power systems, financial products, and other segments. The overall heavy construction equipment sector has been flat to down over the last 3-year period, with Komatsu showing the largest decline. As you can see by this 3-year stock graph, the overall market experienced strong growth until about mid-2014 and has been on a steady decline ever since. The decline in the construction sector can be attributed to an overall slowdown in the mining industry, which is impacting primarily the top 2 heavy construction equipment companies that serve the mining industry, and that would be Caterpillar and Komatsu. The steep drop in the yen to dollar exchange rate has placed Caterpillar in a less competitive position as compared to its Japanese peers, Komatsu and Kubota. Finally, the slowdown in the Chinese and other Asian markets are also considered to be a significant factor contributing to the industry slowdown. In evaluating the environmental landscape, we found that Caterpillar is the leading manufacturer of construction and mining equipment and is made up of 19 company brands that are mostly positioned around 3 product segments, which include construction industries, resource industries, and energy and transportation. We were impressed to find that Caterpillar's product portfolios include engines, powertrains, power generation, hydraulic systems, mining equipment, train locomotives, and equipment rental. The Caterpillar Financial Products segment also provides retail and wholesale financing for Caterpillar equipment, machinery, and engines. Uncertainty and pessimism best sum up the 2016 market. We've observed economic weaknesses in China and the United States caused by many factors to include the volatility of global oil prices. Broken down by segment or broken down by geographic region, we found that currently the United States is a shining spot in a weak global economy with its GDP at only 2%. Soft domestic demand with increased labor costs are making it difficult to increase profitability. Recovery is likely in the European region. This is driven by U.S. domestic demand, investments, and productivity is likely to also help accelerate growth over the next decade. We believe that growth rates in China, India, and Southeast Asia are unlikely to see significant improvement over what we saw last year. Chinese growth is expected to remain flat at 3.7%. One surprise that we found is India has overtaken China as the growth champion in the region. Latin America is simply losing the race. We have seen a steep drop in oil prices, and poor commodity prices are negatively impacting the local economies. Brazil, which is the region's largest economy, is getting hit the hardest. Africa is showing positive but uncertain growth. We believe the region has plenty of room for expansion in medium to long term, but the political and institutional restraints offer great uncertainty in this region. At a global level, Caterpillar's challenged with strong Japanese competition, varying construction specifications between geography, and the cost of transporting equipment. Caterpillar has been able to overcome most of these challenges by building an extensive worldwide manufacturing network. We consider Komatsu to be Caterpillar's top competitor because it has global reach that parallels that of Caterpillar. Caterpillar's strength lies in its global presence and ability to distribute the manufacturing of equipment and components across 110 facilities in 24 countries. It also has 51 plants located in the United States. As a globally distributed manufacturing powerhouse, Caterpillar's manufacturing network allows the company to supply construction equipment, replacement parts, and other products cost effectively to over 180 countries. This distributed capability enables Caterpillar to avoid shipping worldwide from North America to over 60% of its clients positioned in overseas locations, which allows for more timely delivery of replacement parts to the remote location, and also takes advantage of the lower costs in developing regions. We found that in addition to manufacturing heavy machinery, Caterpillar distinguishes itself in the industry by providing engineering solutions in support of operations where its heavy machinery operates. As an example, in the mining industry, we observe that Caterpillar provides guidance to clients on how to improve equipment productivity, lower their operating costs, reducing environmental impact, and even how to improve construction safety. We were especially impressed by Caterpillar's Tier 4 final engine technology, which leads the industry in fuel efficiency and low emissions, and also in longevity. Caterpillar also employs 11,000 engineers and technologists, which well outspends the industry at $2.1 billion per year on research and development. It also owns 8,343 patents worldwide. 2016 has proven to be a very contentious year, presenting many political global uncertainties as a result of the U.S. election, rise of terrorism, the drop in oil prices, and uncertainty over the political happenings around the globe, especially in Russia, Ukraine, Turkey, and Brazil. The lifting of international sanctions placed on Iran by the United Nations will most likely spur some international economic activity in the Middle East region. The outcome of the United States presidential election could also have a significant global impact with respect to trade policy, tariffs, and military posturing. We were pleased to see that Caterpillar has a well-established corporate social responsibility program and has received many awards. The heavy equipment industry has the potential to be a heavy emissions producer, manufacturing polluter, and create significant environmental damage as part of its vision, mission, and corporate strategy. Caterpillar has established high goals to reduce emissions and energy usage. In conducting an industry environmental five forces analysis, we found that Caterpillar's bargaining power of buyers is limited in the heavy construction equipment industry due to the low selection of equipment models and very few manufacturers to select from. The bargaining power of suppliers is low because Caterpillar has a highly diversified supplier network that spans more than 200 countries worldwide. This vast network makes it difficult for a single supplier to influence Caterpillar's business. We believe the threat of new entrants to be a low threat level because the cost of building a plant, not counting the tools, can easily exceed $200 million and serve only to build one category of equipment. Some analysts have expressed concerns that the Chinese manufacturers in the future may copy Caterpillar and compete on a global level, and we think that this is something to watch. We found the threat from substitute products for Caterpillar low because of the very nature of the heavy machinery business. Interfirm rivalry is low for Caterpillar because the heavy equipment industry is extremely expensive and capital intensive. It would be difficult to quickly establish a presence in this segment. To achieve this feat, it would require billions of dollars in capital investment and multiple years to gain any significant footprint. When conducting an internal analysis of Caterpillar, we found Caterpillar's diverse and dedicated workforce of 105,000 full-time employees to be its top resource. With its focus on delivering value to the end customer, the company consistently outspends the industry on research and development, and recently established a new data analysis division and dramatically increased investments in the Internet of Things technology area. The skilled workforce at Caterpillar also leads the industry with educating customers on how to gain the highest value out of equipment investments and offers consulting expertise in areas such as mining operations, vertical construction, and sustainability. Unfortunately, we also found Caterpillar is demonstrating the lowest return on investment in comparison to its top competitors in the heavy construction equipment manufacturing industry and has been on the decline for the company. This indicates that the Caterpillar is not effectively generating profits from its investments as effectively as its competitors. We also observed that the 2015 net profit margin for Caterpillar is the lowest in comparison to the top companies in the heavy construction equipment manufacturing industry and has been on the decline for the company over the past 5 years. This demonstrates that Caterpillar is having difficulties generating profit from its revenue as compared to its competitors. Caterpillar is also demonstrating the lowest return on investment in comparison to the top competitors in the heavy construction equipment in the manufacturing industry, and this also has been on the decline since 2012. This indicates that Caterpillar is not effectively generating profits from its investments as effectively as its competitors. I will now turn it over to Peter Curran, who will present the key problem areas we discovered along with our strategic recommendations.